ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्थवाङ्मयोक्तसाध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवतादर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः श्री आद्यशंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। तदनन्तरं वेदपारायणं मंत्रध्यानम् अपि वयं सर्वे संरक्षणार्थम् अनुग्रहार्थं च करिष्यामहे। Respected friends, let us chant our Adishankar Bhagavad Pujyapada ध्यान श्लोक मंगलाचरण श्लोक। ओम तत्सत् परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषत् पूज्य भगवत्पाद कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोक। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय Shivaya Shivaghatine. So by this shloka we are in the beginning only taught what are the sadhanas, what are the goals. The first one becomes the goal, rest all become step by step sadhanas. First sadhana is Ashiva Ghatanam. Second sadhana is Shiva Swarupa Divya Guna Samuparjanam. Third sadhana is Namah Shri Deshikendraya, going to the Guru, surrendering to him, doing the all sadhanas told for Antakarana Shuddhi, etc. Then coming up to the level of sadhana as expected by him, taught by him. And in that, two are the sadhanas, one is the result. One sadhana, sakshine. Second, by being sakshi for sufficient period of time, sarvatitaya. We are able to go beyond everything which is obvious, which is because of practice continuously being felt by us, experienced by us, taken as real by us, sarvatitaya, going beyond all this. Okay, sarva means only these three: Jagrada Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. In each of the avasthas, all the experiences, and in all the experiences, whatever are the ingredients that are there in each of the experience. These are all called as Sarva. The Brahman, the Atman, the reality is Atita. It is supporting all of them, yet it is untouched by any one of them, and it is beyond all of them. This is what is Vedantic essence. One day we have to deeply digest and keep that as the goal. And as that Paramatma Tattva, when we realize ourselves to be Him, we will also be involved in everything but untouched by anything. That is that ultimate thing to be reached. Like the Brahman, like the ornament, gold. Gold is in every ornament, untouched by it. Ponder over those examples, then we will catch it. What is the spiritual evolutionary stage? Sarvatitaya. And what is that Sarvatita sthiti? Is Satchidananda and Sandra. Sandra means Ghanibhuta, solidified. It has two meanings. One, the Sandrata is so much, other than Satchidananda, nothing else is there. Sandrata is so much that Satchidananda is not becoming otherwise. है Sat Chit Ananda. There is no second Satchidananda, it's only one. That's the meaning of Sandrata. Second is Sat is Sat, it never becomes Asat. Chit is Chit, it never becomes Achit Jada. Ananda never becomes miserable. That is the meaning of Sandrata, Ghani Bhutata, mass of, solid of. That is our goal. Satchidananda Sandraya Sarvatitaya Sakshine Namah Shri Deshikendraya Shivaya Ashivaghatine. How many number of times we contemplate on this mantra required for us? One or the other deeper understandings are revealed. If we love this mantra, such mantras, and ponder over them, everything is sadhana in that. Everything is guidance. Everything is taking us to beyond all the problems. See which stage we are in, what sadhana among these 3 plus 3, 6 we have to do. सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय करना है, सर्वातीताय करना है, साक्षी करना है, देश केंद्र नमस्कार करना है, शिवाय करना है, अशिव घातनम करना है. Wonderful it is. Say such a, that's the beauty of Shankara Bhagavan's literature. Bhashya is of ultimate. Every Prakarana Grantha is so wonderfully guiding, coming to our level. Even such Mangalacharana shlokas are also full of information, awakening, inspiration. Having seen that, we are doing our Shanti mantra of this Chandogya Upanishad and all Upanishads of Samaveda. Let us enjoy reveling in the chanting of this Shanti mantra two times. All portions covered. The last one is there, which we will study today. Om Apyayantu Mamangane Vakpranah Chakshuः Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirate Ye Upanishatsu dharmaha Te mayi santo Te mayi santo Om Shanti 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 ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Hope you have learned this mantra by hearted, and we are studying it exhaustively, thoroughly, giving so much of time importance because this mantra deserves, because we deserve. So, Apyayanam itself is such an auspicious, elating shabda. Let there be vruddhi, let there be trupti, let there be shakti, let there be pavitrata, let there be full integration. All these you can add words because so many words every time they cannot be used. One said, all added. Like somebody says, may you be healthy. When he said, may you be healthy, it includes all. You cannot explain everything every time that you should not have kidney problem or liver problem or pancreas problem or arthritis problem. ये सब नहीं बोलते हैं. बोला तो it includes all. So too when you say you sukhi bhava, it is not specified in one thing. Sukhi bhava means all. Your arthika sukha, samajika sukha, manasika sukha, everything. Here also apyayantu means full and fit and fully developed and grown, mature. The best thing is apyayana means fully matured in its optimum perfect condition, utilized for the highest purpose. Apyayana, like your own car. Apyayana means everything is perfect of that car, all aspects, and you are using it for the best of the purpose. Both of them. Maintaining is in our hands, making use of it for best of the purpose. Apyayantu. Which are the things to be in the apyayana sthiti? Mama angani. All my limbs. Which are they? Vak, speech, pranaha, the energy level. See, first two are important. Like for me especially, vak. I should be able to speak in correct vocabulary, correct language, right way of words, sentences used. And that I have to do for more than 1 hour. So I have to have the prana shakti. Isn't it? So too for you all, in your own, whatever the activities. Apyayantu mamangani vak prana. Vak for the student because he'll have to continuously chant the mantras to memorize them. He should be engrossed only in the Upanishadic mantras. Don't give any space in the chip of the chitta for anything else. So his Vani has to be like that. Then he'll have to interact with the Guru, with the God, with the co-students. All of that happens with the Vak first. Therefore, the Vani Apyayanam is mentioned as the first one. Even that there also there is some meaning. है ना? जैसे वाणी ठीक है तो पूरा दुनिया हमारा दोस्त. If the Vani is not good, no other effort required sufficient to make the world our enemy. Pranaha, the prana shakti. That is Granam also. Because through Grana the prana happens. Vak pranaha, cell, every cell of the body should be full of that prana shakti, jivana shakti. You know, that bubbling enthusiasm should be there in every of the cell of our gross body and all our layers of the personality. Right? Then chakshuhu, apyayantu, shrotram, apyayantu, athobalam, apyayantu. See, each of them we have to ensure, isn't it? Before jumping into our activity of Upanishad Adhyanam Sadhana, 5 minutes. Ensure that these are all perfectly maintained. Every day it can be a habit. Apyayantu mamangani vak pranaha chakshuhu shrotram athobalam. You know, indriyani cha sarvani manobuddhi chitta ahankara. You know, it's like everywhere you see when the army battalion has to go for the war, they're all summoned, gathered. Then that commandant, brigadier, whoever, he gives all the detailing, all the explanation, all the cares to be taken, isn't it? So compulsory it is. So to a company as a new product taken, project taken, group is made, leader is made. So that head the company manager calls all of them again to them. This our project is the leader, is the person. These are the things to be done. The detailing is done. So to a football match, cricket match. So before they hurdle into the ground, all the fielding side, they just gather together. Then coach says the things. Then the bowling batting coach also say. Then that whole captain and every one of them do that preparation of themselves. Mental preparations, detailing all of that. Anywhere you see, before a project is taken. So our project is taking the whole life into our hands and want to fulfill it. And we know that it is through the Brahma Anubhuti. And that happens to through the Brahma Vidya Prapti. And that Brahma Vidya is given to us by the Upanishad. Therefore, through the Upanishad Adhyanam, through the Brahma Vidya Prapti, through the Brahma Anubhuti, to bring that fulfillment to our life, we are entering into that field. So, we are detailing to ourselves, to every of our faculties, each one of them taken into confidence. In big projects, you can't take even one individual or one wing lightly. Like in Indian parlance, for the whole India's growth, every aspect of the country's requirements have to be taken into consideration. Not one or two. Hundreds of them are there. Hundreds means hundreds. That's why so many departments, sub departments. कहीं भी कुछ का problem हो गया, then it affects the entire the thing, है ना? And then I won't tell explain examples one by one. आप समझ गए बात को. Same way, neither antakarana can be neglected, nor jnanendriyas, nor karmendriyas, nor prana shakti, nor the stula sharira. All of them have to be in the apyayana condition. This is required. Knowing itself is a maturity. This can be achieved. Itself is a maturity. Should be achieved itself is a maturity. Thus, becoming aware of every layer of our this personality right from beginning, right from childhood. Then managing it, maintaining it, taking care of it, keeping it fit for the highest of the purposes is a beginning spiritual sadhana, and so much it is important. Without that, all our attempts at the higher sadhanas will be failures. It should start at the age of 4-5 saal. आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक् प्राणः चक्षुश्रोत्र मथो बलम इंद्रियाणि च सर्वाणि. The children have to be told the preciousness of Sharira, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, how they get destroyed or spoiled or made senile, or quickly they get, what do you know, wearing and tearing, how to avoid it, how to keep all these faculties long and healthy. देखो ये सब महा पढ़ाई है. How many of us are worried about it, concerned about it? है ना? We are lost to one or two things like eyes and the tongue for bhoga, and all other faculties are not care at all. That's how we are living, proving how immature we are. Upanishad addresses this first thing. Whether the goal is spiritual or worldly, apyayantu indriyani is compulsory. All of that. Mama angani vak pranas chakshu shrotramatam balam indriyani cha sarvani. Then the boldest of the sentences, which today's world, common world, is not believing, not caring. Therefore, appears to be embarrassing. But it is the highest of the truth. Appears to be really embracing, really unaccepted, not entertained at all by the majority of the world, 99.9%. Even if 99.9 doesn't entertain, the false cannot become truth, truth cannot become false. Truth remains the truth only. What is the truth? To listen which everybody is in embarrassment. To speak also everybody is in embarrassment is Sarvam Brahma. किसी को हौसला नहीं है, हिम्मत नहीं है, even to utter that everything is Brahman. Because of lost in the projected Rupa Nama on the world. And they will be lost. I have to miss them, I have to forego them. These are all inner slaveries, weaknesses, etc. Because of which we don't have dareness and courage even to utter that Sarvam Brahma. Even to utter Sarvam Brahma, we have no courage. Then what will we do? How can we do anything to realize Sarvam Brahma? Hai. Here the disciple is so challenging person, so powerful person, taking things as challenge. Before going to the Guru itself, he is en route only telling Sarvam Brahma Bas. He has such a confidence and faith in that. But by answering to all doubts and questions, transcending all of them, he'll have to experience it. He needs lots of guidance for that. Like you keep on asking people things because you need guidance. सब हमारे दिमाग में आता नहीं suddenly, रहता भी नहीं. Depending on our real life lived, this life lived, we are intelligent or non-intelligent. If we are non-intelligent, we go on taking help, guidance from others. If we are intelligent, truly we only give to others. So this student is going to the Guru to realize this Sarvam Brahma. So his goal is Sarvam Brahma. And where is that Sarvam Brahma taught? Upanishadam. And who teaches the Upanishad? Only the Guru. See, Guru, Upanishad, Sarvam Brahma, Siddhanta Jnana, Sarvam Brahma, Sadhana, Sarvam Brahma, Anubhuti. See that crystal clear categorical explanations. There is no ambiguity in it. Sarvam Brahma. Upanishadam. Now, one or two sensitive things in this regard are till we are finished our obligatory duties in this world and dropped our interests in the world. World is important. Worldly duties are important. Worldly thing. More than that, the concern about the world again is a delusion. Worry about the world is a delusion. It's again binding. After that, minimum things are done. Embark on to this truth that everything is Brahman. I have to realize it. Otherwise, the trick of the mind is what? One side identifying ourselves as a sadhaka, labeling us. Other side makes us keep on postponing Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam sadhana and keeps on engaging in the Jagat alone, in all activities of Jagat. The proof is you and I, not one or two. Last 6 years, not one or two. 10 Upanishads, not one or two. Almost 2000 and above classes every day. Other than Brahma Vidya, are we studying anything in the morning class? But still, how much we are respecting, practicing Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. and how much we are involved in the world. This Sarvam Brahma Upanishad is getting postponed only, very mildly, superficially attended only. The world alone is given 99.9% importance. That is Maya. That is Moha. That is Avidya. That is what we have to conquer. What happens? Our mind still values this world. And the whole world around us, the people, they are of that type only. And the worst of all is what? कि by being worldly, समय गुजर रहा है, टाइम गुजर रहा है, and छोटे छोटे सुख भी मिल रहा है. When the time is spent, things are okay, small little pleasures are coming to me, okay, in between some लड़ाई झगड़ा that I am habituated to. जब सब कुछ ठीक लगता है ना वर्ल्ड, you are not interested in spirituality. महामाया है वो. That is a भयंकर thing. Therefore, it has become so difficult for the gurus to educate we, the disciples and students, and make us pull away from this worldliness and pull us into spirituality. पूरा ताकत लगाते हो लोग जोर से. Guru talks for 2 hours. But this disciple in 2 seconds says, तेरा तो उसको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा. He is busy in his worldliness. In this way, 10,000 years every day even we Upanishad listen करते हैं, फिर भी unless we become conscious of this aspect that I am studying Upanishad, but Upanishad is not happening to me. This is not right. Something have to do extra. Till that thinking happens in every one of us, we can't give up being worldly, nor we can take up to be spiritual. थोड़ा by the way, Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam में that child's commitment that to say disciples, and that he is extending it, he is strengthening that his goal of Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam by the next 4 sentences. In those next 4 sentences, the ardency, the depth, the feeling, the sincerity, the genuinity, the willingness, the commitment of him, all of them are poured. If we can touch that aspect, or if we allow that aspect to touch our hearts, he says, Maham Brahma Nirakurya. Isn't it? He takes the onus on himself. It is I who have so far done the Nirakarana of the Brahman. May I not do it so. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. है ना? That means when I go to the Guru, stay in Gurukula, still that is also part of the Maya. That also got the individualities. That also got the Vyavahara. So that individualities, Vyavaharas, the Maya, even there can create samsara to me. Therefore he says, when I go there, stay there, let my focus be not shifted from the main goal for which I have come, the Brahman, to anything else. ब्रह्म का निराकरण करके मैं और कुछ चीज में नहीं फंसूं. Underline that sentence again. By rejecting Brahman, may I not get lost in anything else. That's the meaning of Maham Brahma Nirakurya. That's a commitment. That is a feeling inside. In the depth of the thought, Maham Brahma Nirakurya. In the higher things, this type of deep feeling alone makes us act perfectly. Like the husband coming home from the office. Negligently, carelessly, thoughtlessly coming is one. No, I'll go home, I'll love my wife and children. For them, these gifts I'll take, these things. Karke extra half an hour spend karke going to market. When he buys some things and comes and gives them and gives time and love, that family is Swarga only. Otherwise, he comes, takes bath, has his food and just slept without even inquiring. क्या हाल है बच्चों का या पत्नी का. बेचारे उनको बीमारी है, कोई पैसों की जरूरत है, वस्तु की जरूरत है. He is not at all concerned. Then he is not a correct that way living life. That is the meaning of example. Ma Nirakuryam's example. May I not do the Nirakarana of my family who are giving me support, who are giving me joy, etc. So to a person going to the office, This office is feeding me and my family by giving me salary. Aham Brahmanira Kuryam may not reject my duties, my responsibilities, my loyalties, my commitments. See that fullness of that person. There, in that performance, the inner self is happy, expressing as the joy. These are all the very subtle traits. We have to catch them. Highest of all of them is this. Maham Brahman Irakurya. However, when everything is Brahman, how I am rejecting Brahman and everything is Maya Mithya, how I am accepting them? काहे का पागलपन है? Like that. Maham Brahman Irakurya. Then Mama Brahman Irakarot. May Brahman do not reject me. It's a request also. It's a command also. You can't demand. When I am fit with my qualification from that side also, the reciprocation happens. We have seen exhaustively the joy of these four sentences. Two are said. Maham Brahmanira Kurya, Mama Brahmanira Karot. Again, repetition of same once more. Anirakaranamast. You know, this second time saying is like you nail the nail, then shake it and see whether it has gone inside or not. और when you एक पिलर को या पोल को गाड़ते हैं जमीन में टेंट वेंट डालने के लिए you shake it and see whether it is strong enough to withstand to the winds and support the tent. So too, this is an assurance given to ourselves, a test to us. What I am saying, am I meaning that? Do I have the feeling for that? Therefore, है ना, फिर से सोच के बताओ कहते हैं ना. Then the answer is बहुत सोच लिया, मेरा फाइनल निर्णय है. Like that, this second time saying, Anirakaranamast. है ना? Between that Maham Brahma Nirakuryam and Anirakaranamastu, you can see his journey from the emotional tentativeness about I should not reject Brahman to the fully convinced, practiced achievement. Anirakaranamastu. Bas. Never ever the Brahman be rejected by me. This is a fully grown person. Mahamanabha Nirakurya means there is a tentativeness. May I not reject Brahman? May I be careful? May I be conscious? May I be cautious? ये सारे हैं. ये करके जब अचीव हो गया अनिराकरण मस्त. There is no tentativeness no anywhere. Perfection there it is. Question is not there that I do the Nirakarana of Brahman even once, even in my dream. That sort of feeling. Nirakarana mast. पक्का हो गया बात. And when it is pakka from my side, from that side also. Anirakarana may means mama. May there not be rejection of me by the Brahman. And in both cases, it is in my hands only. I cannot reject the Brahman. How do I reject it? Abhavana, Asambhavana, Viparita Bhavana, and ourselves again and again shifting our loyalty, our devotion, our liking to the world. क्लास में आते हैं हम ब्रह्मास्मि कहते हैं खत्म होते ही अगेन हम जीवोस्मि देहोस्मि जगत सत्यमस्ति जगत सुखमेव सत्यमस्ति जगत प्राप्त्यर्थमेव मम जीवनम. बाय दिस वन थिंग वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड आप क्लास में रहें कहीं भी रहें हमारा लक्ष्य परब्रह्म ही होना है. क्लास में टू गेट द नॉलेज टू गेट मोर इंस्पिरेशन गाइडेंस एंड आइडियाज फॉर प्रैक्टिस वी आर इन द क्लास. Of the class, क्या पूरा garb that I am Brahma Jignasu, we remove it and wear the new garb that now I am worldly. है ना? Like in the class, I am wearing the spiritual garb. Oh world, don't disturb me. Now we go out, wear the worldly garb and say, oh spirituality, don't disturb me. ऐसा नहीं है ना 24 घंटे. This Anirakarana Vastu second type is so beautiful in our side hands. Then Anirakarana Meyastu. That Anirakarana Meyastu can be understood in so many ways. Second time bataya jo bhi hai. One of the thing is what? Let I be rejected by Brahman 1,000 times. Still, I'll do all my best efforts till I am accepted by Brahman. I will not get disappointed, dejected, despondent, miserable and change my goal. Hey Brahman, हजार बार मैंने कोशिश की, you are not yielding. Therefore, here I am leaving you, not to come back to you. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. अनिराकरणम में अस्तु का अर्थ ये है. Because that is the truth, because that is the moksha giving anubhuti. Even if it is not achieved in 10 lakh attempts, 10 lakh one attempt भी करना ही पड़ेगा हमको. That is what has to be clarity in us. Like one round of Upanishads we studied. So fully we have not understood or not convinced. Does it mean that we leave it, therefore go to again become the totally worldly person? Or we will try our more best. Think about it. These are the very sublime things which define our committed, convinced being a spiritual seeker. मिस हो जाएगा नहीं तो. अनिराकरणम अस्तु, अनिराकरणम में अस्तु. वन वे ऑफ इट इज प्लीडिंग सेकंड टाइम. मैं बार बार मांग रहा हूं, मैं निराकरण ना करूं, मेरा निराकरण ना हो. सेम थिंग सीइंग अनदर वे इज व्हाट अनिराकरण में अस्तु मीन अनिराकरणम अस्तु मीन्स आई एम कन्विंस्ड नाउ. No more pramada in my life, inadvertence. No forgetfulness in me. No neglecting the reality or the truth. No carelessness about it. No. That is the meaning of Anirakaranamastu. I am fully convinced now. Brahmanubhav ke ilawa through Upanishad study and sadhana, no other thing can be my goal. Full stop. This is so essential. Otherwise, with that pendulum like oscillating mind, sometime here, sometime there, sometime there, sometime here, इसे अनेक जन्म चलते ही रहते हैं, which is not healthy. What is healthy is I am sticking to my Brahma Prapti Lakshya. I am doing all my sadhanas only for that. Here one or two sentences you can add also. मैं करूँगा try, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. But you know, in the meantime, you are leaving all this worldly sukha, worldly bhoga, worldly people, worldly loves, worldly enchantment, worldly achievements. ये सबका तुम त्याग कर रहे हो ना, the mind and the world will try to देता जाते हैं वो temptations. I don't bother. Don't bring all those to me. I am now just in pursuit of Brahman deeply, intensely, longing. इस तरह का अंदर से फीलिंग जब तक नहीं आता, no other enemy is required. Again and again, oscillating from here to there to here, most of the time here only. हाँ बस वो कोई गुरु महाराज बोल रहे हैं ब्रह्म तत्व का, कभी जाते हैं अपन सुनने को. जब भी छुट्टी है संडे के दिन 5 मिनट मैं बस उनका सुनता हूँ, उतने में नींद आ जाता है, फिर मैं बंद करके सो जाता हूँ या सो जाता हूँ बोल. अनिराकरणम में अस्तु, अनिराकरणम अस्तु, अनिराकरणम में अस्तु, है ना. See the beautiful commitment feelings inside. When two friendly countries come onto a table for discussion, friendly, पहले ही friendly बात है, like India and Russia are on table. They go with idea, they are taught, the people who are there as a meeting people, उनको बताया जाता है भाई, they are all long standing friends for us. Your talk, everything should be so beautiful that it is giving joy to them, and then interact in such a manner that our sambandh और भी जुड़ जाए. Isn't it? Let me not reject them because they're such a good friends to me. Let them be not reject me. Let me prove my loyalty, etc. See that in international things में ना, countries के बीच में, with whatever the pure or impure intentions or backgrounds, like if you take India and Russia relation, अनिराकरणम अस्तु, अनिराकरणम में अस्तु, है ना. See all the European countries, every one of them try to bring that, what do you call, gap between, fighting between India and Russia. Because India buys so much of oil from that, it's 140 crore लोगों को देना है खाना, तो so much revenue of India goes to that country, Russia. And there, those who are fighting with Russia or enemy, they want to cut that relation. So that when we don't trade with them, उनका economy down हो जाए. That's all policies में बता. So they keep on questioning this way. Why are you buying oil from Russia when it is attacking Ukraine? अबे वो लोग लड़ रहे हैं, मेरे को क्या लेने देना? मेरे लोगों को गाना खिलाना है मुझे. Our people are very clear. India is first. Our people are first. It is need based, cost based. So we buy into it. First is that clarity. देखो. Therefore, we don't do break our relation with our friends and well wishers. ये चलता ही रहना है जिंदगी में. As it is the example in the outer worldly cases, highest example is highest thing is spirituality may not reject Brahman, may not be rejected by Brahman. In the world, I may be rejected by anyone. I may reject people for various reasons and it is inevitable also. है ना? हो जाता है. Anybody, how much or great noble I try to be. But the other fellow had interest in somebody else, they won't love me. अभी करे क्या? अब मैं क्या करूं? मैं इतना बार बार प्रूव करता ही रहता हूं इतना, बट स्टिल दे डोंट लव मी. उनका दिमाग ऐसा है. देयर इज नो आंसर टू सच थिंग्स. अगेन द प्रारब्ध, ऑल द डिस्कशन बोलना पड़ेगा. बट इन विथ रिगार्ड टू ब्रह्मन, इट इज अवर ओन सेल्फ. नो, देयर इज नो चांस ऑफ निराकरण. It is only when we become fully qualified, we will experience that it is Brahman always in line with us by supporting us as the substratum. We were only rejecting. So, Brahman, don't reject me means, may I be fully qualified to be accepted by Brahman is equal to the Brahma Anubhuti be revealed to me. From my side, may I not reject Brahman means, let me do all sadhanas to be done. From that side, the Brahman should not reject me means, the result of this sadhana, that experience of Aham Brahmasmi should happen to me. इधर से इसका अर्थ ये है, उधर से वो अर्थ है. साधना पक्का मैं करूंगा, अनुभूति वहां से मुझे मिल जाए. अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणम में अस्तु. Now, in these things, एक तो equipments taken care is done. आप आए तो वांगानी इंद्रिया. Then sentiments, emotions, willingness, all of them are mentioned. Even prayers, feelings, सारे आ गए इसमें. माहम ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम मा ब्रह्म निराकरोद निराकरणमस्तु व निराकरणमस्तु. But still it is not sufficient. Two more things still remain. One is what? Equipments are controlled, but they have to be trained also. No? Like controlling the dog is different from training the dog to do what you are expecting from it. Controlling the children is different from training them to do what you want. In the same way, the two things remain are, we have to fully qualified also for that sadhana and the anugraha in the form of siddhi. Then the practical sadhana, then the siddhi. That's why in this next portion, what is that? Tadatmani nirate ye upanishad sudharmaha te mai santo te mai santu. Two times said again. In this, the three portions have to be very thoroughly digested are, first, tad atmani nirate. That I am nirata in the atma vastu only. No more I am interested in an atma vastu other than Brahman. Brahman is atma vastu. I am nirata in that only, not in anything else. That assurance we have to give to ourselves, which is so tough, but what to do, so essential also. है ना? Like when you go to the army selection. अब मैं 4.5 फुट का हूँ and they need 6 footer. फर्स्ट हाइट में ही वो लोग मेरे को रिजेक्ट कर देते. नो फर्दर डिस्कशन ऑन. हाँ, यू कैन बिकम गुरकार वॉचमैन, नॉट द आर्मी सोल्जर. वहां हाइट से शुरू करते हैं. 173, 174 सेंटीमीटर मिनिमम होना चाहिए वहां, वॉट एवर इंचेस आर जो भी पैरामीटर. इन द सेम वे, if I don't have exclusive निश्चय पूर्वक रति in the atma prapti, I am rejected in the beginning only. क्योंकि तुम्हें इसमें इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है. Now, this point we have to be so deep, especially you and I were studying Shastras from such amount of time. 5 साल तो बहुत कम है compared to our millions of lives we lived, but still substantial we can say better. But how much quantity इसको साइड पे रखो, आत्मनिरति has happened or not in me. If it doesn't happen, I myself have rejected. And if I reject with and I'm not applying, how can the Brahman will reply? Like you say, नौकरी दो, नौकरी दो. अरे पहले apply तो कर. You're not even applying and asking the naukari to come. Isn't it? So too, Brahma doing Svikarana of ours will never happen when we are not proving that we are doing the Svikarana of Brahman. What is the proof? This one. First sentence. Tada Atmani Nirate. That feeling we have to have what is meant by that Rishi. Ni means Nishchaya Purvakena Nitantam. With firm resolution all the time. Rati means reveling and enjoying. In what? Atman. Means like the child, whichever the desire he has got, till it's fulfilled, his mind entertains that only. He tries to get it somehow. Every one of us have whatever the desire in our mind, somehow उसके बारे में सोच सोच के उसी को पाने का कोशिश पाने तक करते हैं कि नहीं. That I want to have my own house, enough of kicked from one house to the other by the landlords. I can't be any more tenant. मुझे अपना घर चाहिए. Now once that mind में आ जाता है ना, see his nirati in making the house. Nitanta rati. You can just see how overwhelming will be in his mind. Land procurement, planning, then building material, loans. उसका दिमाग पूरा इतना उसमें रहता है पूरा घर बनने तक. Whole world is absent too. And then only he can achieve in fact. नहीं तो वो पोस्टपोन होता रहे. है ना, वाइफ टेल्स अपना घर बनाएंगे, ही से चलो देखेंगे. इन दैट वे टिल डेथ दे आर इन rented house only. So too the daughter's marriage. Once she's 18, 19, 20, already started thinking. Till that marriage is over, both of them इतना उस निरति में रहते हैं. एनी प्रोग्राम देखो, एनीवेयर ले लुक, क्या ये लड़का है मेरे बेटी के लिए, वो ठीक होगा क्या. निरति. Till that marriage is over. In the same way, Atmani Nirati, meaning till Atmanubhava comes, we are closed to everything else. This is where first place, like that army example I gave, 150 centimeter hai, तो you are rejected there. फर्स्ट हाइट ही देखते हैं, देन चेस्ट दे सी एंड ऑल. हाइट में डिस्क्वालिफाइड हो गया तो बस नो अदर थिंग्स सीन. It happened to me when I wanted to go to NCC. हाइट देखकर उन्होंने रिजेक्ट किया, बट देन टॉपर क्लास कॉलेज सब थे, अच्छे था. समहाउ रिकमेंडेशन से जॉइंड इट. कभी होता है. सो इधर आत्मनि निरति को कभी भूलना नहीं जिंदगी में. एंड यूज योर ऑल इंटेलिजेंस एंड टेक्निक्स. नो एक एक चीज में बताओ तो 4 घंटे लगेंगे. Question ourselves ruthlessly and scold oneself. Why I am not having Atmanirati? Why I am having Anatmanirati? What wrong with me? Why I am so stupid? Why I am so foolish? Why I am so habitually going only into the Anatman and to get kicked and bruised again and again? How stupid I am. Me, selected by the Guru, me, blessed by the God, me, continuously guided by the Shruti Mata, still I am bound in the Anatma. लानत है मुझ पर, शर्म है मुझ पर. All those, whatever helps you have to utilize. The outcome of it is what? आत्मनिरति. है ना. जैसे इधर हिंदी भजन इज देयर अबाउट राम. खाते भी राम कहो, पीते भी राम कहो, सोते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. उठते भी राम कहो, चलते भी राम कहो, बैठते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. पढ़ते भी राम कहो, लिखते भी राम कहो, गाते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. है कि नहीं. इसी तरह आत्मनिरति मीन्स राम एवरीवेयर आत्मवस्तु. दैट इज व्हाट इज परीक्षित. And he is always searching who is the one who protected me when I was in the womb of my mother. Paritahikshit. And Prahlada, little higher stage. He's already in the womb only, he was taught. Everything is Narayana. Okay, what? For him, by birth only, Sahaja Rupena, Sri Hari Nirati is there in him. Isn't it? In the same way, Atma Nirati. है ना? जैसे पैसे के लिए लोग इतने लाचार बेचार होकर ढूंढते रहते हैं, इतना ढूंढते हैं कि कहीं रोड पे कोई पैसे छोड़ के जाए मैं ले लूं. समटाइम्स दे लुक फॉर कोई कागज दिखता है, दे थिंक ये 500 का नोट, बट 1000 का निकला वो एंड वो चलता नहीं. सेम वे आत्मनिरति इज ढूंढते रहना आत्मा वस्तु के लिए. ढूंढना मीन दैट फीलिंग इनसाइड, आई एम मिसिंग माय ओन सेल्फ, आई हैव टू रीच टू माय ओन रियल सेल्फ. द सेल्फ इज द ब्रह्म. If that curiosity, inquisitive jignasa is there, तो गुरु 1000 किलोमीटर भी दूर है तो we will go. Guru is a very toughest taskmaster. Still we speak to him. If we ourselves don't have nirati, even Guru comes to our house and does spoon feeding of Atma Vidya. नहीं चाहिए भाई, आत्मा निरति नहीं है. Even he goes to this extent. Hey, Guru, I have not given you permission to teach me Brahma Vidya. Who told you? Who asked you? I don't want it. गुरु बोलते हैं तो भी उनको बंद कर देते बोलने. Because we don't have nirati. Isn't it? Nirati is nischaya purvaka rati. Nischaya purvaka means firmly decided Kaivana Brahman. And rati means all the pursuits doing with full involvement, with full joy. That training we have to give to ourselves. Point is what? For the worldly things, because of millions of lives of abhyasa, the liking and loving is natural. But for the spiritual things, because it's very new, alien, intellects are not evolved to that level, therefore the love and liking for it has to be created. है ना? जैसे घर में बेडरूम में naturally lovingly you go and sleep. Dining room also lovingly you go sit and eat. But the पूजा मंदिर में extra effort लगा के जाना पड़ता. It is not natural, isn't it? In the same way, आत्मनिरति का मेहनत करना पड़ता है. Extra effort. Putting extra effort is sadhaka. Feel the meaning of it today, your homework. Atmaninirati. Okay? So this person has confirmed himself. I am wanting the goal only the Atma. But I also know that is not revealed just like that without I am being qualified. And the qualifications again for me to realize that Atman are given in the Upanishad only. Then he says, Upanishads dharmaha. All the dharmas which are taught in the Upanishad. Okay? Te mai santu. May they be in me. Te mai santu. They must be there in me. And this must be there is not demand from them. It is commitment from my side. So the total sentence kya hua? Atmani nirate me. Means me who is totally interested in Atma Prapti. Such me. Atmani nirate me. Atma में निरत रहने वाले मुझ में. ये उपनिषद धर्मा. हाँ, whatever are the Upanishad dharmas, they may santu, let all of them be there with me 100%. And again it is, they may santu is commitment. They may santu is effort. They may santu is achievement. From my side, while doing so, I take the help of Guru and God wherever they can. Remember, they only can help us. They can never do the qualification sadhana for us. They can never do the higher sadhanas for us. Nobody, including God, can do. It is we who have to do. Full stop. If we do, we grow. If we don't do, we don't grow. दिख रहा है ना पूरा दुनिया हमारे सामने. Is there anybody for whom the Lord has come and done? No. He helps, He guides, He facilitates, He removes the obstructions. All He does, but doing the actual thing is by ourselves. Like he drives the chariot of Arjuna, he makes the weapons ready, kavacham ready, takes care of the horses, negotiates in the yuddha, the chariot. All Krishna does, but yuddha Arjun ko karna. है ना? उद्धरेद आत्मनात्मानम, never forget. Nobody can do sadhana for us. That is first clarity. Second, most important second clarity is, and that has to already it got delayed, has to start right now, here only. ये तीन शब्द हिंदी में याद रखो, मैं, इधर, अभी. Me, here and now is spirituality. Not me, somebody else, you are gone. Not now, some other time, you are lost. Not here, somewhere else, you have missed it. It is here and it is now, it is me. Isn't it? Many of us up to it is me तक आ जाते हैं, but here and now में they fail it. They look for other places, therefore that place never comes, they never start. And they look for the auspicious times. कोई आके कुछ करेगा, ऐसा कुछ, ये सब वहम है. इस बल में साधना करो तो हुआ, नहीं हुआ तो बात खत्म, बस हो गया. Like you have your children, family, you loved them means you loved them. नहीं किया तो गया, बाकी सब बकवास. After that, any amount of philosophy you talk, it has no meaning. Like my parents, when I respect them, love them, serve them, that is the thing done. कुछ किया नहीं, then they died. Now I feel regretted. Why such a great people, I never understood them, I never loved them. अब इतना बकवास टाइम वेस्ट है, उनको कोई फायदा ही नहीं. एटलीस्ट दैट टाइम डू सम श्राद्ध एटसेट्रा ऑन देयर नेम. हमेशा याद रखो, फीलिंग में बात नहीं होता, काम करने में होता है. फीलिंग इन द सेंस, नॉट द इमोशनल फीलिंग, वो तो होना चाहिए. फीलिंग मीन्स यार होने से अच्छा होता है, नो, करते रहो तो होता है. सो तदात्मनि निरते, who will have to do, sir? I have to do that. Upanishads dharma te mai santu, who will have to do it, sir? I have to do that. Okay. Now what are the Upanishad dharmas? Which we have to again exhaustively discuss at least one day. We will talk them. The 1 plus 2 plus 3 levels of Upanishad dharmas tomorrow. The entire class will be dedicated for that. One set of Upanishad dharmas, second set of Upanishad dharmas, third set of Upanishad dharmas, which this disciple is so matured, knows the need of them, and says that they have to be in me. आत्मा में निरत मुझ में उपनिषद के सारे धर्म आ जाए, रह जाए. Sometimes to make it clear, we being Indians, I try to talk in Hindi so that many things may not be conveyable in English. Because of that language, it's so, वो तो भोग भाषा है, not a yoga bhasha. But still, we talk on that for some other reasons. Sometimes when topic is important in Hindi, Hindi helps us, है ना, to hit the target. तो आत्मा में निरत मुझ में उपनिषद के सारे धर्म आ जाए और रह जाए. आत्मनिरते में ये उपनिषद धर्म ते मयि संतु ते मयि. Tomorrow we'll discuss this. Then what is the meaning of 3 times Shanti? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To study that also. Let's assemble tomorrow. Om 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 Om. Om 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 Shri GURUBHYO NAMAHA. Now, having done our Upanishad study for half an hour, 40 minutes, refreshing, thoda, once we enter into the Shanti mantra's fullness, then through the Sambandha Bhasha, we'll embark in studying one by one mantra, one by one khanda, one by one adhyaya. Let us see how the divinity blesses us. Let us have full faith in the Lord and let us do what is in our hands to the best of our abilities, intentions. Second activity of ours today is Vedic chanting. Yesterday we told you the meaning of the entire this Veda mantra from ATHARVAN Upanishad, ATHARVAN Veda, sorry. Hope you remember it. And that was about coronation of the king. And so much time spent, more than 10-12 minutes, to explain our responsibility to have a good king, best king. That we have to elect him, we have to empower him, we have to protect him, we have to ensure our help to him, we have to pray to the divine for his long life, etc. Because Raja Yatha Praja Tatha. Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. If the Raja is powerful, confident, all knowing, committed, etc., it eases, the problem of the Praja. They can be taken care. Having a good king is a great blessing for the whole. है Like now we have a good. Now imagine those days in India when the foreign invaders were the kings. Every moment was a naraka. When the Mughals and all these were there, Rakshasas, वो बाल बढ़ाओ तो उस पे दे पुट द टैक्स जनेऊ को तोड़ देते हैं मंदिर तोड़ देते हैं they insult us they enslave us they plunder us they loot us that is called rakshasa arachakatva all our ancestors have gone through that maybe we only were there as jivas that time imagine that pain taxes are so much imposed bonded labor and food is not given education not given no safety no security कितना भयंकर रे बाबा isn't it so terrible and the other type of kings are enjoying all the kingly rajabhoga leaving the praja for their own death their own suffering neglecting like the countries like Pakistan they are like that whoever come into power they eat all the money loans given by IMF and all they उड़ जाते हैं फिर लंदन वंदन सेटल those people local they घसीटते हुए अपनी जिंदगी चलाते रहते हैं बेचारे Our India also was like that for till 10, 12 years back. We are all left to our own sufferings. Now there is somebody who is concerned about. Therefore, so many things are done. Directly, those who are seeing them, they get more benefits. Otherwise, indirectly, every one of us are taken care. We have to have that noble Raja. ये भी किस्मत से मिलते हैं अच्छा राजा Raja at all levels. Total Raja is the head of the state, king. The other thing is the departmental Rajas. वो भी important है ना समटाइम मेन किंग में भी ग्रेट बट दिस मंत्रीज खड़ूस है मानो देन फिर से प्रॉब्लम होगा हाउ अबाउट द मंत्रीज 50% आर गुड द अदर 50 आर नॉट लाइक द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटल पीपल आर करप्ट अभी सफर करोगे आप पेंशन डिपार्टमेंट पीपल आर करेक्ट करप्ट कि आधा उनको देना ही पड़ेगा तभी जाकर दे रिलीज इट अदरवाइज दे डिले इट इट्स ए नरक टू द ओल्ड पीपल कहाँ खड़े रहेंगे वो लोग वहां राजा मीन्स दैट होल डिपार्टमेंट शुड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंट केयर ही नहीं करता है बिजली है ही नहीं 2 दिन 3 दिन ठप हो गए वाटर डिपार्टमेंट दे वोंट रिलीज वाटर प्रॉपर प्रोटेक्शन पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट सो केयरलेस all of them are raja by themselves the business traders if they are selfish mongering मानो अब ऐसे होता है देखो आई ऑलवेज फील लास्ट ईयर maybe whichever the time 6 7 8 was the GST is reduced but where are the consumers getting benefit of it हमको कोई फर्क cost increasing हुआ है so therefore those manufacturers those main people they are only eating that money very rare are the ones honest who say yes हमारा GST reduce हुआ however we are reducing the cost of production no I inquired in 6 7 shops they gave their own excuses हाँ GST कम तो किया लेकिन हम दाम घटा नहीं सकते did you see any change of GST reduction in our cost of living nothing बढ़ ही रहा है वो so the intermediate people they are consuming it they are enjoying अब we being Vedantin spiritual people हमको थोड़ा हायर बात समझ में आता है therefore we laugh at everything we enjoy everything we say the Lord has given them the time now for them to aggrandize he will give to somebody else later on somebody else ओ प्रभु की लीला चलती रहती वो तो फिर that is a final solution final answer by the way I just gave an example every department has to be Raja and that Raja has to be noble and honest फाइनली ए कॉलेज, वहाँ का प्रिंसिपल राजा है. एक घर में द फादर इज अ राजा. Whoever is there, these mantras are for all of them. Okay. Second mantra we learned yesterday, friends. Let us do from third one onwards. ओके. ओम. आजकल दिखना बंद हो गया. ओम आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषम्. ओम आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषम्. श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः. श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः. महत्तद्वृष्णो असुरस्य नाम. महत्तद्वृष्णो असुरस्य नाम. विश्वरूपो अमृतानि तस्थौ. विश्वरूपो अमृतानि तस्थौ. टुगेदर. ओम आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषम्. श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः. महत्तत्पुरुषो असुरस्य नाम. विश्वरूपो अमृतानि तस्थौ. आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषम्. श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः. महत्तत्पुरुषो असुरस्य नाम. विश्वरूपो अमृतानि तस्थौ. आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषम्. श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः. महत्तत्वृष्णो असुरस्य नाम. विश्वरूपो अमृतानि तस्थौ. 4. व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे. व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे. विक्रमस्वदिशो मही. विक्रमस्वदिशो महीः. विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तु. विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तु. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे. विक्रमस्वदिशो महीः. विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तु. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे. विक्रमस्वदिशो महीः. विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तु. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. 5. या आपो दिव्याः पयसा. या आपो दिव्याः पयसा. वदन्ति अन्तरिक्षे. वदन्त्यन्तरिक्षे. उत वा पृथिव्याम्. उत वा पृथिव्यां. तासां त्वा सर्वासां. तासां त्वा सर्वासाम्. अपाम् अभिषिञ्चामि वर्चसा. अपाम् अभिषिञ्चामि वर्चसा. या आवो दिव्याः पयसा वदन्ति अन्तरिक्ष उत वा पृथिव्यां. तासां त्वा सर्वासाम्. अपाम् अभिषिञ्चामि वर्चसा. या आपो दिव्याः पयसा वदन्त्यन्तरिक्षे उत वा पृथिव्यां. तासां त्वा सर्वासामपाम् अभिषिञ्चामि वर्चसा. 6th mantra. अभित्वा वर्चसा सिचन्न. अभित्वा वर्चसा सिचन्न. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः. यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः. तथा त्वा सविता करत्. तथा त्वा सविता करत्. अभित्वा वर्चसा सिचन्न. आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः. तथा त्वा सविता करत्. अभित्वा वर्चसा सिचन्न. आवो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः. यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः. तथा त्वा सविता करत्. 7th last mantra. येना व्याघ्रं वर्षस्व जानाः. येना व्याघ्रं वर्षस्व जानाः. सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय. सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय. समुद्रं न सुभवस्तस्तिवांसं. समुद्रं न सुभुवस्तस्तिवांसं. मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमस्वंसन्तः. मर्मृज्यन्ते. मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. येना व्याघ्रं वर्षस्व जानाः. सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय. समुद्रं न सुभवस्तस्तिवांसं. सुभुवस्तस्तिवांसं. मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. येना व्याघ्रं वर्षस्व जानाः. सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय. समुद्रं न सुभुवस्तस्तिवांसं. मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 2 times we'll chant today, 3 or 4, 5 times tomorrow, because we need a good Raja continuously. We need to have that safety, security, consolation. है ना? Good king gives that peace to us. नहीं तो अराचक हो जाता है ना, तो देन इनसिक्योरिटी, लाइफ इज मिजरेबल, है ना यार. कितना भोग वोग करो या ना करो, पहले चैन से तो रहो. That Raja who gives that chain, Hindi wala, not English, is great. The one who gives English chain, makes everybody bechain, is a tyranny to us. है ना? बहुत बड़ा दिल होना है राजा, बड़ा दिमाग होना चाहिए, है ना? And total sacrifice, है ना? A sannyasi and a raja. Sannyasi is already transcended, is every moment for again the Vishwa Kalyana. A Raja also, who says now my life is dedicated to the Praja. Oh, इसलिए to the sannyasi Lord gives Brahma Jnana, to the Raja Lord gives so many comforts, respects and etc. because he is dedicated. ओके संतों, सब लोग राजा बनो, हमारे राजे राजे लोग. ओम भूतो भूतेषु भय आदधाति स भूतानामधिपतिर्बभूव तस्य मृत्युश्चरति राजसूयं स राजा राज्यमनुमन्यतामिदम् अविप्रेहिमापवेन उग्रश्चेत्ता सपत्नः आतिष्ठमित्रवर्धन तुभ्यं देवा अधिब्रुवन् आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषं श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः महत्तद्वृष्णो असुरस्य नाम विश्वरूपो अमृतानितस्थौ व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे विक्रमस्वदिशो महीः विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तो आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः या आपो दिव्याः पयसा वदन्ति अन्तरिक्ष उत वा पृथिव्यां तासां त्वा सर्वासामपाम् अविषिञ्चामि वर्चसा अवित्वा वर्चसा सिचन् आवो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः तथा त्वा सविता करतु एवं एना व्याघ्रं परिषस्वजानाः सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय समुद्रं न सुभुवस्तस्तिवांसं मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. एक और बार. ओम भूतो भूतेषु भय आदधाति स भूतानामधिपतिर्बभूव तस्य मृत्युश्चरति राजसूयं स राजा राज्यमनुमन्यतामिदम् अविप्रेहिमापमेन उग्रश्चेत्ता सपत्नः आतिष्ठमित्रवर्धन तुभ्यं देवा अधिब्रुवन् आतिष्ठन्तं परिविश्वे आभूषं श्रियं वसानश्चरति स्वरोचिः महत्तद्वृष्णो असुरस्य नाम विश्वरूपो अमृतानितस्थौ व्याघ्रो अधिवैयाघ्रे विक्रमस्वदिशो महीः विशस्त्वा सर्वा वाञ्छन्तो आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः या आपो दिव्याः पयसा मदन्ति अन्तरिक्ष उत वा पृथिव्यां तासां त्वा सर्वासामपाम् अविषिञ्चामि वर्चसा अवित्वा वर्चसा सिचन् आपो दिव्याः पयस्वतीः यथा सौमित्रवर्धनः तथा त्वा सविता करतु येना व्याघ्रं परिषस्वजानाः सिंहं हिन्वन्ति महते सौभगाय समुद्रं न सुभुवस्तस्तिवांसं मर्मृज्यन्ते द्वीपिनमप्स्वन्तः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. That's how we have done our Vedic chanting mantra today after our class Upanishad. Now mantra dhyanam, so many rishis we are remembering every day as our most important sadhana. In that sequence, yesterday tak we were blessed to remember the 4 of the Manasaputra Brahmadeva, Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana, Sanat Kumara, or Sanat Sampat Kumara, or Sanat Sujata. They're all one. Today, the next Manasaputra of the Brahmadeva mantra we do, which is so dear to our heart, none other than Sakshat our Bhagavan Narada ji. Okay, what to talk about Naradji? How many beautiful things. First and foremost is in Bhagavad Purana, out of 24 avatars of Vishnu Bhagavan, one is Narada's name taken. Devarshinam cha Naradaha ahamasmi. Sufficient for us? The Narada is Sakshat Bhagavad Swarup. Devarshinam cha Naradaha. I am the Narada among all the Devarshis. Then in Gita, Devarshinam cha Narada quotation. In Bhagavata, out of 24 avatars, one is Narad. Okay. Second, Narada. Nara means Bhagavan, Narayana. Da means Dadat. The one who gives us Bhagavan, he is called as Narada. Second. Third point, he is also Brahma Manasa Putra. He is the Mano Nirmita by our Brahmadeva. Fourth, he is younger to his four of the Sanakadi Munis. About Naradji, not one or two, so many things can be discussed. Okay. Few only we will see today. First of it is what? पहले ही बता लेते हैं भगवान नारदा इज भक्त first wants to make everybody is bhakta. Like his four brothers are mostly nivrutti margi, yet they too are bhakta. Naradji is mostly bhakta, pravrutti margi, yet he is also brahmagnani. So Mahabhakta, Mahagnani and Sangeeta Vidwan and Veda Vedanga Pandita. And one of the special thing of Narad is Loka Kalyana Pratika he is. Even when he was cursed by Daksha Prajapati, that he won't stay at one place. He said, thank you very much, that's what I wanted. Your curse is a blessing to me. I won't stay at one place. I'll travel all over the world and make everybody as Bhakta. And the name given to Narada is Kalaha Bhojana. He creates fighting and that is his food. Absolutely wrong. एक बार मजाक में कोई कहा होगा, but that is not true. He is only Loka Kalyana Karaka is Naradji. Okay? He is the one who, from the Devata, the Rishis, the Manushas, even Vashubhakshi, takes the Sandesha to the Lord and brings the Lord's Sandesha to the Bhaktas, to all these Jivas. That is a great messenger of the Paramatma is Bhagavan Narad. And in Hindu Sanatana Dharma nowadays, if one God is more insulted than anybody is Narad Ji. One Rishi. नटखट नारद बना के क्या क्या नाटक करते. Narada, Yamaraja, Chitragupta, these are the highly targeted by us. Then we don't spare any Devata. Dushta Rakshas. That's why our Hindus are always like a beggars and slavers. Because we only insult our Devatas and Rishis. Okay? No, Naradji's Jananam, one is Brahmamanasa Putra, other one is earlier life he was Dasi Putra along with her. He was doing seva to the Rishis. They have blessed him with Upadesha Jnanam. He did all his sadhana in that life only. Next life by birth he was a Jnani and Mukta Purusha and Mahabhakta. That is about Naradji. Second is he is called Devarshi. He is a Devata, Devata mein Rishi. Like ब्राह्मणों में ऋषि है तो ही इज कॉल्ड ब्रह्मर्षि, राजाओं में ऋषि है तो राजर्षि कहते हैं, महात्माओं में मनुष्यों में ऋषि इज कॉल्ड महर्षि. सो ब्रह्मर्षि, महर्षि, देवर्षि, राजर्षि एंड देवर्षि. सो देवताओं में ऋषि. ऋषि मीन्स द वन हु हैज गॉट ब्रह्म अनुभूति, ब्रह्म ज्ञान. एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो ऐड दैट ही कैन गिव दैट ज्ञानम टू अदर्स. ओके. अबाउट नारद जी, few more beautiful things. One of the thing is some examples, only we quote them, every one of them details we will not give. That he is the maker of great bhaktas. Because of Naradji, so many things happened in our Sanatana Dharma. His mission is such interesting thing. Any examples if you take, Vishesha Rupena, the entire Ramayana Shastra, written and given to us by Valmiki ji. But who taught Valmiki ji the Ramakatha is Narad ji. Naradam Paripapracha Valmikir Munipungam. है ना तपस्वाध्याय निरतम तपस्वी वाग्विदामृतम नारदम परिपप्रच्छ वाल्मीकि मुनिपुंगव ओन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान्. So the Ramayana to us came because of Naradji teaching to Valmiki ji. Good. So too Bhagavata Mahapurana. What a beautiful Shastra it is. We all know that it is given to us by Bhagavan Vyasa. Again, who taught Bhagavan Vyasa this Bhagavata is Naradji only again. When Vyasa was frustrated with all his 17 Puranas written, Vedas division done, Vibhaga, all that. क्यों मैं दुखी हूँ? Then Arji teaches, you have not done full justice to Krishna Bhakti continue directly. You have done so many other writings, etc. What to do? Write the Shastra. That's how Narada Prerana Bhagavata Purana came to us. Then the Parvati Maya, who guided Naraji only to do the tapasya to obtain what you call Shivji, etc. Then who taught bhakti to Prahlada when he was in Kayadu, his mother's womb, Hiranyakashipu's wife? Is it not when Indra took her away, wanted to kill her or wanted to kill the child after the birth? Narji, no, I'll take her to my ashram. Then he taught the entire Narayana Upanishad, Upadesha. She being Tamoguni like us, sleeps in the class. But the child inside was so Satoguni, he realized everything. He knew Narayana Tattva in the womb only. And lo, though he is born in Rakshasa Kula, even Devatas also acknowledge him as the top Bhakta. Such an extent that नारद जी दो गुरु हैं, पहले प्रहलाद का नाम आता है. प्रहलाद नारद पराशर पुंडरीक व्यासावरीश इत्यादि. I'm giving the example, you go through all that. Next one, who taught that Dhruva, that bhakti to Lord? Again, Naradji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra. To Dhruva, Om Namo Narayana mantra. To Prahlada, Naradji's only guidance. How many in this way if you see? पांडवों को दर्शन देकर उनको गाइड करते हैं नारद जी. In the whole world, he keeps on traveling and sees how to balance and establish dharma and paramadharma in this jagat. Narad is always there. Even he is there, we can have his darshana. So these are very few things about Narada. Very few we spoke about. Behind any of the great bhakta and jnani, Narad ji ka haath hota hai. Some of them, when we remember more, we will see. Okay. Then we will see one by one Narad ji. In the Veda, if you see, Narad ji comes beautifully in our Chandogya Upanishad, which we are studying. In the 7th Adhyaya, yesterday's Sanat Kumara, if he is the Guru, today's Narad ji is the Shishya. This is one thing. One thing about Narada. Yes? One second. So Narada ji became means for us to get Bhuma Brahma Vidya from Sanat Kumara by himself becoming a disciple. Again, we have another simple, small but sweet Upanishad called as Kalisantarana Upanishad. Kalisantarana Upanishad also, Naradji is the Shishya, Brahmadeva is the Guru, from his own father Guru. Naradji became means for us to get this second Kalisantarana Upanishad. In that only this mantra, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare mantra comes. Third is more exhaustive, elaborate, powerful, especially for the sannyasins. Every Upanishad is for sannyasins only. Upanishad padna hai to anyway one has to become like that. The Narada Parivrajaka Upanishad of those 6, 7 chapters has everything for the Parivrajaka. There also the Brahmadeva is the Guru, Naradji is the disciple. So three Upanishads have come to us because of Naradji. Chandogya Vidya, Kalisantarana, Narada Parivrajaka. This is about Naradji. Then next one is what? When we talk about Jnanam, Naradji became source of these three Upanishads. In the Bhakti Marga, if you see, there is no greater Bhakta than the Narada Maharaj, Naradji. Isn't it? His one thing, Bhakti Sutras are so famous, 84 of them. Everything regarding Bhakti is given in that. And Narada himself again has given us the Narada Pancharatra. In that, भगवान विष्णु कौन है, स्वरूप क्या है, धाम क्या है, गुण लीला क्या है, how to do his upasana, worship, nama mahima, all of that he gives to us in that Narada Pancharatra Grantha. Two things, Narada Bhakti Sutras, Narada Pancharatras. Third one is what? Ki on his name, two Puranas are there. One we already know, Narada Purana. Another Narada Purana also is there, that is they say. Upanarada Purana ऐसा कुछ है. So he is there in the Shruti, he is there in the Smriti, he is there in Purana, and Itihasa, he is the one because of whom the Ramayana came to us. So in the Bhagavata Purana is there, in the Ramayana also our Naradji is there, in the Upanishads Vedanta also is there. He himself has given us Bhakti Sutras and Pancharatras, and he is the one on whom the whole Purana is there, Narada Purana. अब पढ़ना पड़ेगा कभी. इतना टाइम वेस्ट करते रहते इन अननेसेसरी थिंग्स. हे भगवान, थोड़ा सा तो अकल दो मेरे को कि ओनली इन दिस लेट मी रेवल. वे द टाइम इज वेस्ट. इवन भूख प्यास भी छोड़कर केवल भगवत भक्ति ज्ञान करूं. प्लीज ब्लेस. So to Naradji's Veena Vadana. His Veena's name is Mahati. And Narada is Pandita in Samagana. He says the Nada Brahma Upasaka, special. He's the one who brought the blending between Jnana, Bhakti and Nada. So in this way, Naradji has got so many things for us to teach. Bhagavan Nama Mahima he taught, Satsanga Mahima he taught us, Mokshatru Bhakti he taught us, Nada Upasana he taught us, Guru Bhakti, Pitru Bhakti, all of that he didn't taught us. In this way, Naradji is such a greatest of the Mahabhakta, Jnani, Yogi, Prema Tattva available for us, we, the luckily the Sanatana Dharmins. Okay. In this way, these are the things. Narada Purana ek hai to Naradiya Purana another one. There is a text Narada Smriti also. Like we have Manusmriti and all, there is Narada Smriti. And there is Narada Shilpa Shastram. He is also a sculpture also. And then is a Sangeeta Mahima to Narad ji ka humko pata hi hai. So in this way, how many things from Narad ji we can learn. Bhakti Yogi, Namasmarana Yogi, Satsangi, Jnani, all these things we know. And even Yoga Vasishta Maharaj we are seeing, there Narad ji, Vyas ji, वो लोग भी बैठे हैं जब Vasishta ji is teaching to Rama. Okay, such Narad ji's Gayatri mantra, let us chant. You know, what mantra we can chant? We only will write one Gayatri mantra. Okay. Is avatara only, therefore why pull his value to lower? First we say Vishnu Rupaya Vidmahe. Second, he is the one who taught mainly the bhakti to all, therefore Bhaktottamaya Dhimahi, Uttama Bhaktaya Dhimahi. Third, he is a Jnani, therefore Tannaha Narada Maharshi Prachodayat. Let us chant this mantra, friends, 27 times. मैं कहता हूँ एक नारद जी को अपने जिंदगी में बुलाओ, everything is taken care. Every day, नारदाय नमः, ओम श्री नारद महर्षि नमः. थोड़ा जप करना शुरू करो भैया, करते रहो till the gurus take responsibility of us and that we feel. Then relaxedly we do what they say and we reach out. What is to be avoided is this tension which we are going through now. We don't know the goal, we don't know the means, we don't know what to do. इतने confused है. And don't tell me how you confused us. No, no, no. I only added. You already had. थोड़ा मैंने ऐड किया होगा. Don't say मैंने किया है. Okay. All that should go away. I must know that's my goal. This is the path. I am doing it. Gurus are there to guide me. The Lord is there to empower and protect me. All other things, okay, I know how to manage. ऐसा जिंदगी ना एकदम रिलैक्स्ड होना चाहिए. नहीं तो उपनिषद क्लास टेंशन, रामायण टेंशन, एवरीथिंग टेंशन. सत्संग में ही टेंशन है तो बाकी में क्या होगा. राइट. ओम श्री नारद ब्रह्मर्षये नमः. महर्षये देवर्षये परमात्मने नमः. ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. ओम नारद महर्षये नमः. छत्रचामर नृत्य गीतादीन समर्पयामि. समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारांच समर्पयामि. स्तोत्रेण मंत्रेण जपादिना तोषयामि नमस्करोमि. तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मीति समर्पयामि. प्रार्थयामि मम रक्षणं कुरु. बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रून् निर्मूलय. भक्तिज्ञानादिषु ज्ञानादिषु प्रचोदनं कृत्वा अस्मिन् जन्मनि एव अस्मिन् क्षणे एव आत्मानुभवेन मुक्तिं प्रदेहि. सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः अपि शत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा संरक्षणं कृत्वा अभिवृद्धिं कृत्वा विश्वप्रचारं प्रदेहि प्रदेहि कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. स्टार्ट. विल बीइंग नारद जी का ना 27 बार बोलते हैं. गिव दोस 2-3 मिनट्स. ओम विष्णु रूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नः नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम विष्णुरूपाय विद्महे भक्तोत्तमाय धीमहि तन्नो नारद महर्षि प्रचोदयात् ओम श्री नारद महर्षि परब्रह्मणे नमः नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये प्रपन्नोऽस्मि प्रार्थयामि प्रचोदनं कुरु आत्मानुभवं प्रति अस्मिन् जन्मन्येव भक्तिज्ञानं विवेकवैराग्यादीनां द्वारा मुक्तिं प्रदेहि प्रदेहि प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रून् निर्मूलय सनातनधर्मस्यापि संरक्षणं कृत्वा विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुनिर्मूलनं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि ओम श्री नारद महर्षे नमः 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 ओम श्री नारद महर्षये नमः ओम श्री नारद महर्षये नमः. Today I feel so happy that we remembered Bhagavan Sri Narad. Out of so many specialities, one special speciality about him is what? All the devatas love him. All the Rishi Munis love him. All the yogis, Siddha Purushas love him. All Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara love him. Not only that, all the Rakshasas, Daityas, they all respect Asuras. What's more? Human beings. Then Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati. Everyone he blesses. Everyone respect Naraj. A unique and special in his own way. Like that in our all Shastras, Hanumanji. He is irreplaceable. He is unique in his own way. Naraji, unique in his own way. Vyasa Bhagavan, exclusive. Apna special. है. Nachiketa, it is something unique, There is no two Nachiketa cannot be. Prahlada, he is unique himself. Harishchandra, he is unique. Ramji, nobody can be another Rama. Bhagavan Krishna in his own dynamism. एक एक gem of expressions of divinity. I tell you, कभी कभी तो इतना आनंद आता है just to remember them all. If we lift ourselves to those identities, those levels, what to say? So remembering all this also is sadhana. Believe in that. Don't believe your mind. Don't trust it. Don't trust the lower-minded people. Enough of it. You be now rising in your own positive convictions. And live up to that, especially the spiritual things. Again and again, मन की बात सुनकर, लोगों की बात सुनकर, compromise नहीं होना regarding our own convictions and practices. बहुत कर चुके हैं. Enough. You are the master of your life now. You know what to achieve, whose help to take, what to do. Embark on that. कमजोरी छोड़ दो बस. बहुत कमजोर, बहुत बहुत झेल लिया, खत्म. अब छोड़ दो बस. Okay, friends, all things are done. One only thing is there, common sense thought. Lot of things we thought of discussing today, but lack of time. I will give you homework today. Very common thing, really a common sense thought. Five thoughts I'll explain to you. I'll give you. Only headings, totally in 2 minutes only we'll talk. One is what? Please think about the outer wealth, dhana, property, etc. What is the value of it? In what way they have to be earned? What are its limitations? How we have to relate to it as a spiritual seeker. Though we are talking common sense thought, it's a spiritual common sense thought. धन आदि का क्या मायना है, कितना उसको वैल्यू देना है, what are its limitations, including the binding effects. I wanted to explain, but no time, you do the homework. Second is what? Our own deha. Think about with what items it is made. Right now, what is it is containing. Then why it is given. What is its sacredness. How we have to make right use of it. सबसे important है, what are the inevitable limitations of this Stula Sharira. We have to think, we have to understand about the body. I am not explaining homework to you. About the dhanadi auspicias, because इन चीजों में जिंदगी भर उलझे रहते हैं ना, that's why we are taking up these topics. Second is the Sharira we spoke about. Third is what? All our co-living beings, mainly the human beings. What is their position by themselves? What is their position in my life? What is their value? How I have to relate with them? Finally, everywhere, same one of the common thought. What are the limitations? Think about it. Because when you think, you understand. When you understand, dil halka ho jata. For example, about living beings. Everybody is jiva, traveling his own journey towards the moksha. Because of mutual prarabdhas, we are together. We are not permanently together. We, with goodwill, while living together, help each other in the outer and inner life and wish for each other's growth, pray for each other's growth. And the inevitabilities are we have to depart. No friends, no relatives can permanently be together. Cannot be. Because each of the jiva is so complex with his so many of the prarabdhas, ambitions, etc. Much before the ambition of realization comes. So many ambitions here, so he pursues differently. Like in a family also, the husband has 10 things to do, no? तो फिर उसमें जाएंगे वो. What to do? Even wife, the husband cannot say 24 घंटे वैसे बैठ. वो कहते हैं मेरे सासू माँ को देखना है, ससुर देखना है, बच्चों को देखना है, घर संभालना है, सब्जी लानी है. She has thousand things. That personality is complex. It has its own 100 things to do. She has to love her sisters and mother. इतना प्यार होता है उनको, उनके साथ टाइम बिताने का होता है. That is their structure. That's it. And if you tie them down, I will not shed you at all. It's a narak हो जाता है. I'm just giving an example. So too in our life, everybody is in a complex personality with so many aims, goals, ambitions, prarabdhas. We cannot tie it like I am also cannot be bound by anyone. You can't be bound. If you are bound, you would have not come to the class. You have made yourself free. You told your other family members, spare me for these 2 hours. They say that is the most beautiful time of our day. They told me, isn't it? थैंक्स टू स्वामी. वो स्वामी कोई भी हो, जुग जुग जिए कि वो 2 घंटे इनको एंटरटेन करते. आई थिंक दे आर प्रेइंग फॉर मी. सो about all human being relations, friends, relatives, family members, colleagues, neighbors, एक पक्का होना चाहिए हमको, क्लैरिटी होना है. Otherwise, sentiments and emotions and attachments and authorities and arrogances and insistences, commands, demands. अरे बकवास इसमें फंसे रहोगे, you will never become spiritual. Main point in all this is what is the limitation? What are the limitations? तीन बता दिया. Fourth one is about our powers and positions, statuses. Whether you are, कोई भी है, पॉलिटिकल पावर का हो या प्रोफेशनल पावर का हो या मनी पावर का हो या ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल पोजीशन का हो. What is its validity, importance, need, and what are its limitations? Because we are the power mongers, we are people mongers, we are deha bhogi, we are money mongers. Our whole life is going in that only. That's why these 4 topics become thorough. Don't be in vagueness. आधा समझा नहीं समझा, बस फंसे ही रह रहे हो उसमें, चिंताक्रांत हो गए. नो नीड. एक बार क्लियरली समझ लो, नो द लिमिटेशंस, वहीं तक उसको छोड़ देना. The last but not the least, the fifth one is, therefore, what is my ultimate goal? What is my purpose? Am I understanding it? Am I committed to that? Am I using all my resources for that? ये सबसे अहम बात. This fifth one to be done, and what's not allowing us to do are the other 4. We are lost in them. So know the limitations of them, then pull yourself away, attend to yourself, know the goal, and work towards it. नहीं तो इन सबको सब करते गए और अपने आप में अधूरा रह गए बाद में. I am empty now. I am miserable now. I have done everything to everybody. Now nobody is there to me. Now मेरा जीवन कोरा कागज कोरा ही रह गया. अरे उसमें ओम लिखो, हम ब्रह्मास्मि लिखो ना, क्यों कोरा लगा दिया. So many दर्द वाले जिंदगियां. Oh no, I am spiritual seeker. I am a jiva. I came into this body. I have to travel beyond this area to the other one. But now I am fully aware in this life through the study of Upanishads that that is my ultimate goal in this life. Whatever is possible, I am doing it. अरे अपना ख्याल रखो भाई थोड़ा, isn't it? This is how a human maturity is proved. All we know. We know the value of money and objects. We know the value of sharira and upadhis. We know the value of friends and human beings, relatives. We know the value of our responsibilities, positions. We also know our main goal. और किसका किसका क्या है औकात सब भी जानते हैं हम। ऐसा ये भरा हुआ जिंदगी जीना है हमको, खाली खाली वाला नहीं, रोते रोते नहीं। ए फुल ग्रोन अप मेच्योर्ड डिग्निफाइड एक्सप्रेशन मस्त रहता है ऐसा जीने से। सो आई डिडंट एक्सप्लेन इन डिटेल बट हिंट्स आर गिवन। You are wise enough to do the homework. Om 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 Purnamadah Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. I am studying Gita. If you want, come.